Hello there. You're wondering why I'm on camera today? Well, with my mic and my controller. Well, today's the final day of the Sonic Marathon, and Sonic's 30s in 30 days, 30 plus days now, is over. Today's its final day. One better way to start than for me to go from the first game that got me into the series. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This was my introduction to Sonic the Hedgehog. This was it. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Simply put, it's a compilation of all the old school Sonic games. Sonic 1, you see right here with Green Hill Zone. Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Machine. Every single Genesis Sonic game, all 7 of them. No CD. Maybe that's other games like Rystar and Comic Zone you can unlock. Rystar being made by Sonic Team along with the Ooze. And it was just this was my introduction to Sonic. This game, I mean, again, when you have an introduction to a series you absolutely love, it's going to be special to you. Simply put, Sonic Mega Collection Plus is special to me. There's no other words I can say. It's a very, very special game for me. Get that volume up again. There we go. Oh gosh, gonna blow my eardrums. I mean, there's not much really to say here. It's you know, all the Sonics. You've seen them all. Hopefully you've played some of them. It's just the way of the games. My earplugs in. I should go right over. There's not really much to say for this, but when you've seen all of this, just this beautiful intro, it's calming music, it's inviting atmosphere. It was a great way to introduce me to the series. But that wasn't all it had. It had a bunch of other stuff too. Games, manuals, extras, options. Let's go to manuals. That game I can have a score, by the way. This got to introduce me to so many cool things in the manuals. Reading through these, seeing them all, seeing how much different it was. Heck, I can even go up to this real quick to show off the only time in the entire series a character's ever age has ever actually canonically changed. Right here. There you go. Knuckles is a 15-year-old echidna. Look, reading through these was so entertaining to me. This game went through everything Sonic had to offer. Insta-shield. Oh, this one. There you go. How to make Tails fly from that. Super moves. Power-ups. It goes through everything. All the zones. But the only thing I liked about SEGA was that it was always kind of a game for me to see with the last zone be showed off in an image in the manual. Sonic 3, it wasn't. Sonic 3, it is. Sonic 1, it is. Sonic 2, nothing is. Nothing is shown off. It just hinted at it. I'm not even letting you know the thing existed. And just seeing all the manual. And not only that, this game contains Game Gear titles too. This is how I first played Game Gear Sonic 1. I didn't like that much as a kid, but just seeing this and also mentions the games. This mysterious track. By the way, something I should mention, if you want to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or Sonic 2 and Knuckles, or Blue Sphere, you have to play Sonic and Knuckles 20 times, and then the individual Sonic game it matches to 20 times. By the way, Sonic 1 and Sonic Knuckles gives you Blue Sphere, which is literally just like every single Sonic game at once. Which is like remember the Blue Sphere special stage from Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles? It's just that, but with a new layout, with infinite layouts. Every other Genesis game gives you a couple layouts. Select to it and select Sonic 3 Knuckles. I mentioned that. And Sonic 2 Knuckles lets you play as Knuckles in Sonic 2, which is something the iOS version has by default. And if you beat the iOS version of Sonic 1, you can unlock Tails and Knuckles in that game, along with Tails as a sidekick. Spinball, 3D Blast, Mean Beam Machine, I didn't show off, but it's literally just Puyo Puyo. Match four the same color beans, make them break. There you go. You saw it with that little demo with the red and the yellow and the purple. There you go. See it in the demo. And the Comic Zone and the Ooze from default. These, by the way, are Rystar and Flicky. Flicky being an arcade game from the 80s. Rystar being, I forgot how to unlock these, but Rystar is kind of, you fly stuff, grab around. It was the original, based off of the original idea for Sonic, which was called Field the Rabbit. Look at some Game Gear titles too. You can play Mean Bean Machine for some. I kind of wish they made this like Tales of Sky Patrol or whatever, but they didn't. Blast, Chaos, Drift, Labyrinth, the original. All these different games, and it's just. But let's get to the real meat and potato today. What truly got me into the series. These extras. Something I should mention was I was about 8 or 9 years old. I wasn't super into Sonic. I had it when I was 7, got kind of frustrated, and gave up. And said, forget it, I'm done playing Sonic. I'm going to go stick to sports games. And one day, when I was about 9 or 10, I came back to this game specifically. I'll try Sonic out one last time. And, well, if you can tell by this marathon, it never became one last time. And this is what got me interested. Seeing all of these. Like, what is this? These weird comic introductions. Just seeing these images. They look so cool to me as a kid. Seeing all of these stuff, getting a kick, just seeing this looks so cool to me. Seeing how it changes from issue to issue, like seeing how cute it looks there. Now it looks very grim and dark and weird. What's up with that? And Caveman and Johnny, and I guess it's a good transition to tell me when I got into the series, which was oddly enough the Archie comic. Sort of. I want to state sort of. I would see, and specifically this book right here, the firsts. I knew who Knuckles was. I knew who Sonic was. I had no clue what the bunny thing was. Literally no clue what that is. I had no clue what that was either when I first started reading this book. And I read it. Read this massive intro. This thing is huge. This huge info going through basically the history of the Sonic series up to that point. How he got designed. Natsume Oshima talking how he designed him based off all kinds of American stuff mainly. Like Mickey Mouse, Felix the Cat, Betty Boop, Astro Boy, and it was kind of like Mega Man. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog TV show and the ABC TV show Sonic the Hedgehog, which everyone just calls Sat AM. And just through the characterization of the characters and differences between the early comics. Like, for example, at least I can find them here. Let me zoom it. This walrus guy was called Boomer originally in the TV show, but he's called Wall. And this is based off of the Sonic Sat AM TV show, which, I mean, just seeing these cool animations, Sonic joking around with Robotnik, this little intro, it seems so cool to me. I couldn't explain as a 10-year-old, just watching all these events play out. I mean, at the time, Tails my favorite character, so just seeing all these little mini-stories. Just like these little mini-stories, just seeing Sonic get rings and using to beat up Robotnik's the ball and chain, no less. The ball and chain! So, getting introduced to all these characters. See that rabbit girl's actually half a robot. Used to all these things, and of course, I mean, this is just a beautiful experience. And this was the first time I got introduced to Super Sonic. It wasn't through the games, it was through seeing this. And I realized, hey, if you're good enough, you can actually unlock this in the game. That was such a cool thing to me, getting to see this yellow invincible Sonic running around and smashing up robots, and this giant salamander guy. It was like a Robotnik enemy, and then and that was cool. And this was Knuckles too. This is my first introduction. This wasn't my first introduction to Knuckles, but just seeing like these little, like all these zones, what kind of like pops between Angel Island, Hydro City. Look at this. Holy 16-bit graphics, Batman! Going through Labyrinth Zone and just seeing Knuckles and just, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Knuckles teaming up for the sake of teaming up, and this is only the beginning of the comics. All the 4 comics is based off of. And that wasn't all I got to see. I got to see weird, like the comics got weirder for a while. Yeah, this bizarre art style, a tie into the adventure games. Here, where it is? This shit is fucking weird to me. This shit still weirds me the fuck out. I've never actually read this comic, but I mean, just seeing Sonic go from old school Sonic to new school Sonic, and all of a sudden he's instantly new school Sonic. And suddenly everyone has their new designs, and they're all in space or whatever. Eggman's there. Slowly, bit by bit, the comic changed up. The characters changed. And eventually, the animation started getting really weird. Not only that, you just see like, what the heck's up with Sonic? Why is he so bizarrely skinny there? What is this? I'm just seeing, like, what is happening? And then the animation gets really crunked out. Why are they crying over some turtle, dude? What is going on? It's so bizarrely interesting. This series is just bizarre. It's infectious in Hi Star Wars. It's just so... These bizarre thing. I love these little weird looking story panels. Like, what is happening in this? I was so interested I wanted to read this for a while, although I couldn't get very far, obviously. I was able to at least get I read the first 40 via these little collection sets. I'll put them on, I'll show them off when I go back to my computer, but, I mean, Knuckles had his own comic, and it was these other things, the super special series with the first thing, which was actually so glad it was in this game, because without this little first comic, I'm not joking, I don't think I'd be a Sonic fan. I really don't. As weird as Archie was, I do owe it some credit. Some cartoons, and I mean, all this stuff is just so weird to look at. Tails had his own comic series. Triple Trouble had a tie-in. Sally had her own 3-part series. Blast had one, I think. What a bizarre thing. And not only that, it had these little animations of Sonic. You could see Sonic throughout time go from, you know, the original concept art to how to draw him, color guidance from Sega itself to his modern design and battle and the advanced games and Heroes even. Tails too, he got the exact same thing, going from his original concept art to how to draw him for kids, I guess, or then to a bunch of concept art from the adventure games. Knuckles, same exact thing. All these art looks, it's just something about this art just popped to me. I can't draw. I cannot draw anything more than like stick figures, but this stuff just popped, and it's hard to explain. I mean, I love this art, by the way. This art I used for the Sonic 2 Game Gear thing. It's just so beautiful. Back when he was based on Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt got turned into Dr. Eggman. I don't know how that works, but it does. Just the difference in the guy character. Just Eggman always pops on screen, man. He's always great. And other characters, too. You gotta see Amy, Shadow, Big, Rouge, Gamma, Chow, Hero Chow, Dark Chow, Cream, Amy from Battle, Cream from Battle, Chaos from Battle, Chaos Gamma from Battle, Emerald from Battle, Rouge from Battle, Shadow from Battle, more art of Amy, Cheese the Chow, Cream, the advanced games. Everybody in Sonic Heroes are so bizarrely interesting to me. I couldn't really explain it, and especially animations. It's just this art right here was just so. And I had Heroes at the time, and this game came out shortly before Heroes. Meant to kind of promote. I guess it was like a sort of a promote the game for the next generation, if you will, because you know Sonic was brand new. By the way, something I'm going to zoom in. I just realized looking at this right now, that little white ball right here. Here, let me show you. That's not actually Tails' second hand. That's the Chow's little ball thing. I just noticed that right now. I've been looking at this image for 15 years, and I just noticed that. Hi, Selvum. Hi, Amy, holding up from 2002. Oh my gosh. Let's little mirror move some Sonic Heroes. You can see the intros of them, storyboards, and all that, and finally, the intros. I think you see the Sonic Heroes intro. But you can even see, like, the in-production, like, seeing them go from start to finish. Bit by bit, this beta stuff with the storyboard. It was so beyond cool to me. It just looked so inviting and so entertaining, and I couldn't wait to play it for more. What comes up must come down, yet my feet don't touch the ground. There's a mighty crash. That is not the original lyrics. And then, of course, the real song, which, I mean, for Team Dark, too, which, I mean, it's just such a bizarre thing to look at. And hints. I never unlocked these. I think you have to beat the game or unlock them somehow. That's where you're supposed to find out stuff like the Sonic 2 debug mode. Controller configuration. Like, I didn't know what a Genesis was when I played this. I didn't know anything about the history of Sonic when I first started playing this game. I didn't realize that Mario and Sonic were on different things. I didn't even know who Mario was. No, seriously, I didn't know who Mario was until, like, I knew he was the guy from Mario Party. I didn't know him from anything else. And just, you know what? I mean, seeing all of this, I mean, once a year I will go back just to look at this stuff, and it just gives me this bizarre. This is the closest thing to a childhood joy. I can't give this game a review. This is a Sonic. This is a look at, more or less, of what got me into Sonic, and here you go. this was really half of the picture. This is half the picture. The other half, well... Give me a second. From here, I think it's right to cover only what got me into Sonic. I'll be very quick about that. I got into Sonic through Sonic X. Yes, Sonic X. More specifically, the cartoon. I mean, if you were a kid in the mid-2000s, you probably know all about the Sonic X cartoon show. Or at least, if you're a Sonic Man specialist in that era. The basic plot is, well, as you see below, but I'm trying not to put up the Sonic comic because I don't want to get copyright strikes then. Probably isn't weird and now. I can't. Anyways, the basic plot is that Sonic's living on his own world, so suddenly gets transported to human world, and he runs into this kid named Chris Thorndyke. That's the basic plot of it. And from there, there'll be Eggman, Sonic, Tails, Amy, Monkey, Coconut, Cream, Rouge, basically everybody. It's got a few silly antics. I hate season 3 of it, I'll be straight up. Seems pretty space. Everyone goes to space, and I hate it. I legit hate season 3. I can't stand it. Cosmo's the most annoying character in the series, and oh no. Basically, she's a green plant girl who falls in love with Tails somehow, and So yeah, that's what I got into the series. Let me quickly exit out of that before I get copyright striked. And let me go into, though, although I like Sonic X, in fact, it was the first online video I ever watched, was literally Sonic X on the 4Kids website. Let me see if that's still up, by the way. Let me see if it's still up. Live editing, you know me. I doubt it will be. Let's see. Is it? It is! I think it is. Is it? Let's check. Let's take a look. No, it is not on. Nope, it's not. Let's check. Let's try. Maybe let's try .com. How about this? Let's see. It is. No, it is not. Nope. It's not. Now it's the name of charities. A much better cause. One of them giving them education, the other of them giving housing to kids, because there's such thing as homeless kids, unfortunately. So there you go. All right, back to the completely pointless stuff. Let's just go with the other cartoon. My favorite cartoon of the bunch, starting with Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I absolutely love this show. Here, where is it? It is, for better or worse, fantastic. Adventures of the Hedgehog is literally just King of the Mountain King. There you go. Perfect. That's so Adventures of the Hedgehog is literally King of the Mountain. Is literally how do I not know this? Fly the Bumblebee and Hall of the Mountain King. Both a Sonic 1 intro, and you can't already tell, and it's wondrous. There you go. Look at this. This basic. Oh, by the way, by the way, have you ever seen Sonic memes? This is where they all come from. Like old Sonic memes from like 2005. Let me do this. There we go. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Back. Video. There we go. Swooping as usual, I see. There you go. Swooping as usual. By the way, this is the first episode. It's 65 episodes long of essentially the Roadrunner cartoon, but with this guy. Actually, let me find a good episode that shows it off. The basic plot of every episode is pretty much the exact same. It's a regular dude meets up. These two scratch and ground or kidnap some regular third person. In this case, it's this lady. Regular third person does a thing. Sonic gotta go on stuff. Sometimes the third person, either more way than one other. Robotnik has the robots go back saying, "Robotnik, we failed." By the way, this is fantastic animation I should mention here. I don't think I'm gonna flag for this. This is a video from like 2009. There you go, Tails again. I'm gonna link to this playlist, by the way. It's one of the 3 links there. The other link's gonna be the Sonic X comic, which is surprisingly funny, by the way. I should really mention. And once you get to like comic like 10 or so, it starts going from just kind of a boring slop to a surprisingly good, funny mess. And of course, anyway, they just great the whole time. I mean, Robotnik in this just takes the entire show. Let me go back to that. Oh gosh, I have like 12 tabs open. There we go. I think this is always Sonic the Hedgehog can have absolutely fantastic animation at times. I think everyone should off the example, but by the way, rest in peace, Long John Baldry.
That is that whole village right up. No! I want...
There you go. You got it. No! How does Sonic save the day? In this episode, increasingly ridiculous ways. This episode, look up, as you drown, Robotnik tries to, flood the reservoir. I can't do the rolling R as well. Sonic just ties him up to a bungee cord. Doesn't jump on 8 times like a boss. Robotnik doesn't hit that hedgehog next episode, but it's great, dumb fun, and I honestly love it. The next show that you're talking about, you already hear the theme to this if you watch the entire Unleashed review, but here you go. This show, Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog, takes on a much darker atmosphere than the first one. I mean, significantly darker. Here's the basic plot of this. Eggman and the Arch Comp, by the way. Robotnik started a coup of the Princess Girl's mom. Here, I'll show off Princess Girl. Princess Sally. Here you go, right here, that lady. Kills off takes Princess Sally's kingdom over to some war or whatever. Takes over the kingdom, turns all the people into robots, and Sonic gotta save them. And there you go. This is basically enough plot. It's much darker in tone than AOSGH. You can't tell. Well, you abbreviate as Sat AM for this cartoon and AOSGH for this cartoon. Just thought I mentioned that. And I think I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know it's generally better, man. I would definitely say that. By the way, the actor for this was Jaleel White, who actually voiced Urkel in Flaming Matters. So yeah, Urkel the Hedgehog. There you go. Let me find another good thingy. And then they have my least favorite thing next to Sonic X Season 3, which I'm not going to show off for copyright reasons, but here you go. I hate Sonic Underground. Basic plot of that show. Replace all the Freedom Fighters and the Archie characters with Sonic long lost brother and sister, and they use the power of music to blow up robots. That sounds cool in theory, but the show's execution is terrible. By the way, high discount Crash Bandicoot. This came out in 1999, like a month before Sonic Adventure 1. Like literally 5 months before Sonic Adventure 1. I don't know how they made this or why they made this, but they made it. I'm trying to avoid copyright stuff. Screw it. It's got a million views. It's copyright. Yeah, I hate it. It's annoying. They have horrible singing. It's just everything about AOSH is worse. You want a good example? Robotic is played by Grounder. The voice actor for Grounder from AOSH, Gary Chalk. And he does not steal the show. Eggman's Robotic job is always to steal the show. He does not steal the show there. Let me move on to the next thing. All the cartoons. Oh, right. The last cartoon to mention is Sonic Boom, which I'll just show off the first clip of it. Sonic Boom takes a much lighter approach. Here's the entire. By the way, I think Mike Pollock is still Eggman from the moderns, from pretty much every Sonic game since 2005. This takes a much harder tone, a much more, I guess, pessimistic tone at the same time. Random townspeople, it takes basically. I don't know how to describe it, but it's funny. When it's funny, it's funny. When it's boring, it's boring. And this episode right here, Season 2, Episode 9, Multi-Tails, is my favorite episode of the league. 102! 104 episodes! 11 minutes long!
Oh, good.
Oh, gosh. There's way too much stuff to watch in Sonic. There really is. Let me see if I can find something. Here we go. Next up, I will talk about is the comic books. So, the more comic books made by...
Because I want to play. Why? I don't know. Why?
That. Okay. So, here we are. This is a good example of it. So, Archie Comics made the majority of the Sonic comics from 2000, from up until the mid... What am I going to say? Anyways, no, up until the mid-2000s. One of them being Archie's version of Sonic Boom, which had, it was okay, it was kind of funny. Had literally 10 issues. I mean, a couple of them were issues of a Mega Man crossover, because, yeah, there's a point that the crossover with Mega Man. Let me find the, Mega Man, what was it? Promo. Basically, Capcom and Sega started a deal in the 90s to get a... Here, there we are. Alright, perfect. There we go. So, yeah, that's Mega Man. That's Sonic. Well, you've already seen Sonic. That's Mega Man, by the way. Blue guy, shoots up stuff, very similar world to Sonic. He had his own Archie comic in the early 2010s. They made 2 crossovers, one in 2012, which was really good, and one in 2015, which was nowhere near as good. It was still tolerable, by the way. I guess let's move on to the. I've already covered some of Archie Sonic one earlier today. Earlier I went over the Mega Sonic. No. Mega Collection Plus. Sorry, it's a bit of a mouthful. Let's get rid of that. And I think our show is Archie Sonic Boom, short run. Also, another series that has to do with that, which has more infamous images. So I'm sure you've seen this image before of Shadow, wondering, completely angry and just beautifully pissed off. The context of that. So I think I already mentioned the Archie Sonic X, but let me see if I can find the Archie Sonic X. The last issue of that, the last issue of that was in 2009, I think. Let me actually go back to that intro. There we go. I think you can zoom in and let me zoom in and see if I can see it for you. I can't think tell, but it said 2009, 3 years after this actual Sonic X show ended, and then the Archie comics. So after they ended it, they used the last comic of the series to connect it. They had Metal Sonic show up from the regular Archie comics. Had Shadow fight that one. Chris tries to keep Shadow with him. Also a bunch of other groups. It ties up a bunch of loose ends. It ties up a bunch of loose ends. Big controversy because TMS didn't want that Archie to be connected with Sonic X. So this basically will never get re-released ever. So there's no copyright on any of these. But basically, anyways, it goes back and ends up with Shadow getting stuck in the Soul Dimension from Sonic vs. Adventure and having to hang out with Marine. I mean, I've already mentioned the Ken Penders thing with Sonic Chronicles, the RPG game. I think I did it. Basically, see Knuckles right there? Knuckles is the only kid allowed now. Because, as I'm sure people can go into, let me see if I can actually search on here. There we go, Ken Penders. Let's just steal from RGO. Yep, there we go. There we go. The guy made a ton of the comics from the old, up until 159, up until 160. He sued him. He sued him over their use of a character from another comic, which eventually caused the series to end. But if you did read that Eggman link, as I sent you earlier, to Eggman's entire history, oh my gosh, did it end in a hilarious fashion. Basically, Sega and Archie are completely incompetent, and he got the right to his own the Sonic characters he made for the book. By the way, AOS Hate Robotnik is the greatest thing. Oh, here we go. Here's a perfect compilation. AOS Hate Robotnik is a fantastic compilation of insults in this. The Hedgehog.
That hedgehog!
Pretty much every single episode ends with him saying, I hate that hedgehog. And I love it. Let's see if I can find anything else to ramble on for 10 more minutes to get the total runtime of the entire marathon for 24 hours. Yes, I've done that. Let's see. I've already gone over that. Oh, yeah, Tails in it. The plot of this, one of the Sonic Boom episodes, for example, is Tails makes a shield. Eggman finds a way to beat the shield because Eggman's a grown-up. So Tails clones himself. And all the other Tails clones himself, and all the other Tails become super dumb. So they do stuff like licking walls. And the Sonic characters try to clone stuff, antics ensue, Tails plays Duck Duck, whatever. It's funny. I don't know, I like it. Let me see if there's anything else I can find here. I think I kind of saw a piece in the comics. Oh, and of course there's that new Sonic movie. And of course, there's that new Sonic movie. Well, there actually just 2 Sonic movies. 996, I think. There we are. Okay, the 1999 and OVA, which is like a mini anime, I guess. I don't know. Basically, it was 2 shorts combined together in the classic era. Originally released in 1996 in Japan. Voice acted in 1999, sent to the States right before Sonic Adventure 1 released. Yeah, I don't know why they kept shoving this Sonic and stuff that late, but they did. Oh yeah, some of the plots are still kind of all over the place. I'm gonna get copyrighted claim from Mickey on the side, aren't I? Sure, Mickey Mouse on the side. YouTube. Yeah, I think it kind of covers it. I mean, yeah, I can rank them all real quick. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. Number 1 is probably AOSTH. Robotnik, no, it's just Robotnik. Number 1 is AOSTH. Number 2, the Sonic X comic. That's not number 3. Where's number 3? Number 3 is probably... Yeah, number 3 is probably Boom, but there's a bit of a jump off. Number 4 is probably... Yeah, I would say Archie, just because of how fucked up it gets at some point, because it really does stick to Ken Penders. It really does get fucking ridiculous. Number 5 would probably be... Oh gosh, this is like live editing. Number 5 would probably be the Boom comic. I didn't really much of it, but eh. Number 6, probably actually, let me do something real quick. Number 6, IDW. There, but IDW comic. There you go. But there's another one also as well. It's an IDW comic, which is of Sonic the Hedgehog. He's been making since I think 2017. That's going on. It's based off Forces, which I don't like, but hey, it's doing okay. There you go. All right, there's that. I think I've covered all the cartoons in basic musicless detail. So let's just finish up this marathon. Before we end off this marathon, there's one thing I want to say. Sonic Colors on Nintendo DS is a good game. And with that out of the way, let's end off Sonic's 30 years and 30 plus days. I love this series. I really do. Through all of its ups, its downs, and its all-arounds, I absolutely love this franchise. It's far from perfect. Heck, sometimes, as I said back in my Adventure 2 review, it's far from good, but hey, it is absolutely memorable. You're never going to forget Sonic. You just won't. Whether you're only playing it once just to laugh at Sonic 06 or Secret Rings, or whether you're just a big fan of the series and are trying everything out. From the advanced games, to the classics, the generations, to Adventure, of course, Adventure 1. I love this series. You're never going to forget it. I know I haven't. And I want to keep on going for 30 more plus years. If there's 30 more games in 30 years, I'll do this again when I'm 53. Okay, probably not. But yeah, I've been playing this since I was a little 6-year-old kid, and now I'm a 23-year-old. And I love this series. I've said that plenty. I've definitely said my fair share of swears at it. Definitely managed to frustrate me more than anything else in the world, but it also makes me happier than anything else in the world. And play the good games of it. By the way, yeah, that is actually a picture of Darius Hayward Bay. And that's Bahumus 93, by the way, that font. By the way, if you're into the fonts, it's Helvetica, Nicey Sonic, Nicey Sega, and Helvetica, I forgot the name, Helvetica Neue Standard Condensed, I think? I don't know. Basically, the font Sonic 1 used for its, here you go, see right there, this is the Hedgehog, that's the font Sonic used, and of course the Sonic font, and of course the Sega font. There you go. Anyways, as I was saying, I love this series. And although it's definitely not perfect, I love it. I just, you should try it. I really say you should try it. I mean, sure, my opinion may not be as valid as that thing right there, but what can I say? I love the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to you, the watcher. Thank you to Yuji Naka. Thank you to Nato Oshima. Thank you to Jun Sonoe. Thank you to Takashi Iizuka. Thank you, Sega. And most importantly, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And I will see you again sometime later. Happy July 4th, everybody.